Hey girl, hey. It's Shanae Jaye, and I am back with another story time. It's been forever since I've done a story time. And this specific story time, girl and boy, y'all need to get snacks. Y'all need to get a chair. Y'all need to be comfy because this is literally the craziest shit that I've ever been through in my fucking life. Like, this night was just crazy. Like, as you can already tell by the title, like, yeah, this was crazy. Like, oh my god. And it's crazy because I feel like it happened not too long ago. Like, I still remember it like it was yesterday. And this shit happened 3 years ago. Like 3 fucking years ago. 3. Bitch, what? Like 3 years ago. So anyway, let's get right into it. It is the summer of 2014. It was not really a big ass summer, to be honest. Like, I didn't really do much, especially after this shit. Like, I didn't really have any friends. I would mostly hang out with my cousin. It was the weekend and I wanted to go out with her, whatever. I don't think she had plans. I can't remember exactly, but I hit her up and I was like, hey, you know, I want to hang out, whatever, right? So she was actually at a restaurant with her friend and his friends. And so I met up with them and I was chilling with them, talking with them. We was all chilling, we was drinking, whatever. And this guy, her friend, he was like, he was way older. He was like in his late 20s, early 30s kind of. And so like all his friends were like grown ass people. Like, we were the youngest in the fucking group. So yeah, I went to the restaurant and we were all chilling, we were talking, we were drinking, whatever. And so they mentioned that they were gonna be going out later that night to some concert in the park or whatever. So we were like, okay, that's cool. Like, we'll all meet up later, you know, tonight, whatever. So we get back to her place and we're, you know, chilling. We're, you know, getting ready to go back out, because what actually ended up happening was he had a bunch of people over at his place before they were going to go to the concert in the park. So he had invited us to go to his place. So we were changing. Well, she was changing because I was already like dressed and I didn't bring another change of clothes or whatever. So whatever. So she changed and stuff, and then we head back out. We go to her friend's place now, and it was in, like, if you know New York, it was in like Morningside Park, that area. It was a nice little apartment, but you know, them shits be expensive as hell. But anyway, so we went there. It was a bunch of people. Like, it was the people that we saw earlier in the day. It was some other people there, and mind you, like I said before, they were all 30s. Like, they were all like late 20s, early mid 30s. Like, it was an older ass crowd, like, which is nothing. Like, it's not, I'm not saying they're old or anything, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with like hanging out with them, those kind of people, those people that age. It's nothing wrong with hanging out with people that age when you're young, because, you know, you get to learn from them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it's a sophisticated ass crowd. Like, you don't have to all the time. You know what I'm saying? I do now. But, you know, you don't have to do that all the time. Anyway. So we're there, you know, everybody's conversing and we're, you know, drinking a little bit again. And somebody was playing the piano. I can't remember who, but somebody was playing the piano, and they was, my cousin, she can sing, so she was singing, and everybody's, you know, talking to her and stuff, and she's making everybody laugh because of what she's singing. She starts rapping, all this stuff, right? And I'm just sitting there, I'm talking to this guy, not like that, but I was talking to him about like my interest in theater and how I like writing and being creative and all that stuff, and me and him were just conversing, going back and forth, you know, talking about different things of that sort. So the night goes on, and my cousin's friend texts my cousin, and she's like, oh, me and my friends are going to this party, like, do you want to come, blah blah blah. And my cousin was like, no, I don't really want to go, you know, because we're here and it's mad chill, like, I'm having fun, I'm having a good time, whatever. And I wanted to turn up. Like, I was kind of bored because I was just like, okay, like, this is a little too slow for me. Like, I'm too young for this shit. Like, I'm ready to turn up. I'm ready to twerk. I'm ready to pop, lock, and drop it. I'm ready to shake that ass. But watch myself, you know, shake that ass. Show me what you work with. You know, like, I can't do this fucking Alicia Keys piano shit all night and drinking wine and talking about the fucking stock market. Like, I can't do this right now. I'm too, whoa, I just spit everywhere. I'm too young to do this shit, right? So I was like, oh, we should go. Let's just go, whatever, right? So this is literally like one of the biggest fucking mistakes that could have ended my life. Like, no joke, no lie. Like, and I'm telling this story, and it seems like it's, I don't know. We're just gonna get into it. We're just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna, you know. So anyway, so I'm just like, I can't like keep doing this all night. Like, I'm bored as fuck, right? So I was telling her, I was like, oh, we should just go. Let's just go. Like, I'm ready to turn up, whatever, right? She kind of didn't really want to go. She was kind of resisting or whatever, because she was like, oh, it's gonna be ratchet. I don't feel like dealing with that right now, whatever. So anyway, long story short, we hop in a cab. This bitch. See, this is another thing that my cousin did that was fucking dumb. She would always like rush and do things. Like, she didn't think, oh, let me just make sure that she's there before we get there. No, like, this bitch agrees to go, and literally 5 seconds later she's calling a cab. We get into a cab and we race over there, like race over there. And this was in Manhattan. We went all the way to 231st, that area, Wakefield area, that area. Like, the cab, I think it was like $15-20 or something like that. Mind you, they're not even there. Like, she's calling her friend, and her friend is not even answering, nothing. So I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, why would you do that? Like, why wouldn't you make sure that bitch is there so she can let us know what's going on and be there? Like, we don't know who the fuck this shit is. Like, we don't know who's throwing this shit. So anyway, we race there. We get there. Mind you, if you know the Bronx, you know this area is fucking bad. It is like, I think it was like 11 o'clock or midnight. It was definitely late. It was pitch black outside. There was like nobody on the streets. Okay? Like, it's two young girls walking around. My cousin is wearing this dress. You know, I'm wearing jeans and like flats or whatever and a blouse. But still, like, two young girls in the fucking early morning hours walking around with like, no, in a dangerous ass neighborhood. Like, this is a setup for disaster. So we get there, not even to the party. We get to whatever fucking block this nigga dropped us off on, right? We're walking and she's calling her friend. Her friend is on the fucking train. Her friend was at work. She worked in on 125th Street, and she was bringing two of her coworkers to come with her to the party. But this bitch works on 125th Street. This party is in Wakefield. She's on the train. Like, that means this bitch, what? Like, I was so mad. So we're literally wandering the streets of Wakefield. Like, wandering the streets. We ain't got nowhere to go. We don't know where the fuck this party is. And I'm just kind of like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? We get to this block where there's two niggas hanging out. And my cousin starts talking to them because she's like, oh, I want to get some alcohol, whatever, And I'm just like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, because I'm older than her, I watch out for her. Like, she's my little cousin, but I treat her like we grew up together, like we were sisters pretty much. So like, I always looked out for her when we would go out, because she cannot handle going out by herself. Like, I don't know what she did with her friends, like when I wasn't there, and if she behaved differently, but with me, she was always acting like a fucking child. Like, I had to baby her all the fucking time. And she's talking to these two fucking ass strangers. I'm not even gonna lie though, like, this is really bad. This is like red flag number fucking 82. But they were cool as fuck. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like they were cool dudes. Like, they didn't really give off that creepy vibe or anything. Like, usually you would think people walking around at 2 in the morning would give, like, but they were literally lit. Like, they were cool. So anyway, we're talking to them, whatever. She ends up finding this place. They tell her about this place that was down the block where they were selling the nutcrackers. Now, if you don't know what a nutcracker is, it's pretty much just like alcohol. It's a little alcohol mix, like a little drink in a little bottle or whatever. And a lot of people sell those around the 4th of July. They sell those around the 4th of July most of the time. But, you know, you can get them, I think, pretty much anytime. Like, whoever makes them, whatever. Anyway, so they were selling those. And this dumb bitch gonna go over there to this little, it's some ratchet ass little ghetto ass little house. It's literally like a trap house but with like alcohol. And I'm just like, oh my god. So she goes over there, she gets one for herself because I was like, I'm not getting one. I don't know these people, you don't know these people. They could put all kinds of crazy stupid drugs in there and have you strung out on fucking heroin. Like, no, what are you doing? Like, but sometimes you have to let people do what they want to do, because especially if they're already like drinking and they're rowdy, sometimes you just can't, no matter what you say to them, they're gonna be drunk and rowdy and they're not gonna listen to you. I probably sound like a bad cousin because I let her get it, but at the same time, you can't make people do what they don't want to do. So she went and she got her a nutcracker, and I was just like so annoyed and over it, because I'm like, we're in this strange ass neighborhood, we're by ourselves. I was like, where the fuck is your friend? Like, oh my gosh. We end up arguing, of course, because it's alcohol involved and I'm frustrated, I'm annoyed. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, we are not where we're supposed to be. This is weird. Why are we here? Who are these people? Why are you drinking that? Like, we end up arguing about money and like who does what for who and all that petty shit. Still wandering the streets. Her friend finally gets there, and we meet up with her and her 2 co-workers. We go to this shitty ass, dirty ass, dark ass block, shady as fuck. We go there, and this party is in the backyard. It's like they have some bullshit lame ass security guards there, like trying to act like, oh, you can't come in. It's like, it's not a fucking club. Like, it was just stupid as fuck. Like, it was in this shitty ass backyard. We finally get in after the bullshit security realized that her friend was cool with one of the guys there, which was her, I think it was her ex that was like, I don't know if he was throwing the party, but he was there and he told her about the party. Like, he invited her or whatever, which we'll get into that later. We get into this shitty ass party. We walk around, me and the girls. It's 5 of us, I think, because it's me, my cousin, her friend, my cousin's friend, and then 2 of my cousin's friends' friends. So it's 5 of us. It's 5 girls. We get into there. They're playing music. It seems like it would be lit, but nobody is dancing. Everybody's just standing around. There's people smoking, there's people drinking, but nobody's making a move. Like, everybody's just standing around grilling each other and like, who are they? So it was a really awkward vibe. It did not feel comfortable. We were trying to like make it fun and make it like, yeah, we're gonna make everybody dance and stuff. You know how you get into a party and it's real lame sometimes, and then you go in there, you be like, and then everybody starts turning up like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people just don't, most people don't come in and just turn up like that, you know what I mean? But that's what we were trying to do, trying to get everybody else to, you know, turn up. But no, it was a ghetto ass, ratchet ass, hood ass, 231st ass party where everybody was just standing around drinking and smoking and not doing nothing but grilling each other. It's so New York. So New York. we were trying to, you know, make it fun, trying to make it interesting or whatever. And then we're standing in this area now. We actually went into the backyard and stuff. We was, you know, trying to turn up, trying to have fun, trying to converse. No, that was not happening. So we went towards, like, it was kind of a hill. We were standing on the hill, and my cousin was talking to some other people that she knew, and her friend, my cousin's friend, she was talking to somebody. I don't know. I think it was her ex that she was talking to, like, a little bit down the way. This is where shit goes completely left. I promise you. Like, this shit, I see it in my fucking head right now. Like, this shit was crazy. While my cousin was talking to her friend, we kept hearing about, like, I guess it was gang related activity there. Like, it was some guy, I don't remember what they called him or whatever, but I'm gonna just say he was like the king or whatever. Like, they were like, oh, the king is here, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's here, da da da, he ain't playing no games, blah blah blah, like all this stuff. And I'm just kind of like, what the fuck is going on right now, right? So, like, we need to leave, you know what I mean? Like, we should have left as soon as we heard that dumb shit. And apparently my cousin's friend's ex had beef with him, so it was just about to go down. So my cousin's friend comes over to us. She's like, oh, he about to make me fucking mad. He about to make me fucking tight right now, da da da. All of a sudden, I kid you not, it had to be like, I don't know, 50 plus people there, right? Everybody starts rushing to leave. Like, it went from speed walking to full on running. Like, everybody was running. So, okay, everybody's like rushing out because they know shit is about to go down. Like, I don't know how the fuck it spread that fast, but shit was about to go down. So everybody's speeding out of the fucking gates. And my cousin's trying to go the opposite direction. I'm like, hell no, we need to go run this way with everybody. Like, don't be the fucking oddball, and then they gonna see us bang, bang, bang. So we are running. All you hear is bang, bang, bang. This motherfucker is shooting. So we are running. I mean, I never ever in my life ran for my life. This shit was the craziest moment of my life. I was so scared. We get to this house where we stopped because we couldn't find my cousin's friend. Like, we didn't know where the fuck she was. Me and my cousin's friend's co-worker, we hide behind a driveway, try not to get fucking shot. Mind you, my fucking cousin is standing on some stranger's front lawn screaming at the top of her fucking lungs. She's like, where the fuck is my friend? Da, 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 da. I'm like, oh my god, you have to be fucking kidding me. Like, this shit was like a movie. It was like a fucking movie, and not in a good way. Like, this is the bad scene of the movie. This is the scene where somebody's gonna fucking die. I was like, get your fucking ass down here. What the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm yelling at her. I'm trying to be quiet at the same time because I don't want this nigga to shoot me. But mind you, she's screaming and at the top of her lungs, and the guy who is her friend's ex is the one that's shooting. So she's like yelling at him. She's like, oh, where is she? Where's my friend? Da, da, da. Like, mind you, he's like bang, 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 like just shooting in the air. And I'm just like, oh my god, you have to be kidding me. Like, this cannot be my life right now. This cannot be my life right now. Like, this cannot be happening right now. I'm about to die. I'm about to go to heaven. While my cousin is screaming at the top of her lungs in front of a gunman, I see a guy. He, like, obviously he got shot, and he's like throwing up blood. Like, I kid you not, he wasn't throwing up regular food. Like, no, it wasn't like he had too much Chinese food, he was throwing it up. No, it was blood because it was thick, and it was, oh my god. Oh my god, he was throwing up blood. So I was just like, holy, like, we have to get out of here, right? So finally I get her to come down, or she comes down, or whatever, and we continue running. All of us continue running. We get to the area where it's bright now. Finally, there's street lights, and it's the train station. So we're still looking for her freaking friend. We go like 2 blocks down. This bitch has been over here the whole time. while she must have, like, I don't know, she already knew what was gonna happen. So I guess she got a head fucking start, because we didn't see her the whole time we were running. We stopped looking for her and she was not there. She was chilling, she was over there in safety. And the nerve, like, she had the nerve once we met up with her to be cracking up, like laughing, like, oh my god, y'all was scared, oh my god. Like, those girls, her co-workers were shook. Like, they were scared, they were like upset, they were terrified. Like, that's not a joking matter. Like, your life is at stake. Like, you took these girls to this place where they did not think that they were gonna be getting, like, possibly shot and killed. Like, what? Like, and you're sitting there laughing about it? Like, how sadistic are you? Like, so a little bit about that. The reason why she was like acting like that is because her father had just passed away from some crazy shit, like, I don't know, a few days or a week before that this happened. So she was kind of like, you know, people grieve in different ways, and so she kind of was at the point where she didn't give a fuck about life. Like, her father had just passed and she was just like in that kind of moment. So it's kind of understandable, but at the same time, it's like, in the moment, you have to not think about like just yourself. You have to think about the fact that you put all of our lives in danger with this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially her coworkers. Like, her poor coworkers had, like, they were young girls, and you know, they just wanted to have fun. They weren't thinking that they were gonna be in that situation. So for her to sit there and take it like it was a joke was just crazy. So we're all pissed off. The girls are really quiet though. Like, they're just like, you know, ready to go. She's cracking up, and my cousin is getting at her. Like, they're arguing about it, and we're standing there on the corner. We're trying to figure out how everybody's gonna get home and stuff like that, because, you know, it's pretty late. There's not a lot of cabs around. And then the fucking, we're everybody's arguing. We're walking up and down this hill trying to figure out what's gonna happen, who's gonna take the train, who's gonna take a cab, blah blah blah. Then we hear sirens, police sirens and ambulance sirens. Everybody booked it. My cousin's friend, I think she got a cab home by herself, and then the two girls got a cab, and me and my cousin, we ended up just taking the train. So we booked it once we heard those sirens, because obviously they're gonna come and they're gonna see who was in the area, and they're gonna question them. And like, no, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't even know these people. I'm not even part of no investigation, because I don't know anybody. I don't know this was planned or whatever, or gang activity. Like, I have no idea. I never ever knew those people. No, I didn't want to be part of it. So we get on the train and we go home, and that was literally the craziest night of my entire fucking life. Like, I never ever thought that I would be in that kind of situation, because I don't hang out with people that do shit like that, like bad shit. I don't hang out with people in gangs. I don't hang out with people, you know, who are thugs or want to be thugs or whatever the fuck. This was not intended to be a funny story. This was intended to be an awareness story. Be aware of your surroundings. Be careful of the company you keep. If you feel uncomfortable in a certain situation, remove yourself from the situation. Remove yourself from that area, that person, whatever you're feeling uncomfortable with. Don't feel like you have to stay. Don't feel like you have to deal with someone or something somewhere. Like, don't feel like that. Don't put your life in danger just to turn up. Don't do that. Like, it's not cool. It's not okay. It's not smart. It's not worth it at all, because I wouldn't even be here to tell this story. God forbid I had, you know, gotten shot, or my cousin gotten shot. Like, I don't even know. I can't even imagine what would have happened, and how disappointed and angry my family would have been to know that that's how me or my cousin passed away. Like, it's crazy. I hate to come on here and bring a weird, like, sad, kind of crazy, kind of emotional kind of story back to YouTube, but I just felt like I should come back with a bang because it's been a long time since I've done story times, and I've been wanting to tell the story forever and I haven't told it. I'm probably gonna have a link to the story because that guy who got shot ended up dying, and I think one other person had died from that night too, or it was one person that got killed and then I think it was one person that got injured. And to be honest, I don't even know if they caught the guy, like her ex. I don't even know if they caught him. I don't know what happened with that, what ended up happening with that story, because of course they showed the story but they never show the end result of that story, like if anyone was caught, if anyone was charged, nothing, because they don't give a fuck. They just want to put bad news out there and just be like, yeah, this happened, so be safe guys. Like, that's how the media works nowadays. But anyway, just like I was saying, please be safe out there, guys. Like, it's not worth your life to turn up. It's not, I promise. There will be another day. There will be another event. So just be safe. And I will check you guys later. If you like this story, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you loved it, make sure you share it with your friends. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Peace out.